Today we are going to deal with matrices part 2, inverse by adjoint method. Inverse of a matrix by adjoint method. Before we exactly get into the inverse of a square matrix by adjoint method, let us understand what minors, cofactors, cofactor matrix and adjoint of a matrix are. First, minors and cofactors. Minor of an element Aij of a square matrix is the determinant obtained by deleting its ith row and jth column in which the element Aij lies. Minor of an element Aij is denoted by Mij, that is the minor of the element belonging to ith row jth column. For example, consider A minus 1, 2, 3, 5. Then its minors are as follows. Minor of A11 is 5, minor of A12 is 3, minor of A21, second row first column, is 2, and the minor of A22 is minus 1. Next example, a 3 by 3 matrix having 9 elements. So I have taken here only 6 examples of minors. The remaining 3 can be found by yourself. These are the minors of some elements. For example, M12 means minor of element belonging to first row second column, that is A12. So first row second column is this, minus 2, 5, minus 2, minus 1, and the expansion gives you 12, so M12 is 12. Similarly, M33, third row third column, 1 minus 1, minus 2, 3, and that gives you 8. Cofactor of an element. The cofactor of an element Aij of a square matrix is given by minus 1 raised to I plus j Mij, where Mij is the minor of Aij. Cofactor of an element Aij is denoted by capital Aij. Therefore, capital Aij is given by minus 1 raised to I plus j Mij. Cofactor matrix. A square matrix obtained by replacing each of its elements Aij by capital Aij, that is cofactor Aij, is called a cofactor matrix. If this is the given matrix A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33, then the matrix obtained by replacing these elements by their corresponding cofactors, that is capital A11, capital A12, capital A13, and so on, and that becomes a cofactor matrix. So this is the cofactor matrix. Then adjoint of a matrix. So adjoint of a matrix, A is the transpose of its cofactor matrix. Therefore, generally it is represented as ADJA, that is adjoint A. Therefore, if A is this, then these cofactors are written column wise. First row is written as first column, second row elements are written as second column element, third row is written as third column. So it is the transpose of this matrix, and that is nothing but the adjoint of A. So this is the adjoint A, is the transpose of the cofactor matrix. Find minors, cofactor matrix and the adjoint of this matrix. So let us first write down the minors and cofactors of the elements of A. If I want to write cofactor matrix, then I have to find out indirectly cofactors also. So these are minors and their corresponding cofactors. So cofactor matrix. So cofactor matrix is nothing but the matrix obtained by replacing these values by their corresponding cofactors. And the transpose of this matrix is adjoint of the given matrix. Therefore, this is the adjoint A. 4, 3 has become first column, minus 2, minus 1 has become second column. So this is the transpose of this cofactor matrix, and this is nothing but the adjoint of A. So in the second example, we have a 3 by 3 matrix. So the minors and the cofactors of the elements of A are as follows. M11 is 0, so capital A11 is 0. M12 is 8, so capital A12 is minus 8, because it becomes minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 2 I plus j into 8. This is minus 1 into 8 is minus 8. So M13 is 4. So A13 is 4. M21 is 1. So capital A21 is minus 1. M22 is 3. Therefore capital A22 is again 3. These are the 5 minors and their corresponding cofactors. And the remaining 4 are in the next slide. So here the matrix is written here for reference purpose once again. So these are the remaining minors and the cofactors. So you can pause the video anytime and you can verify all these values slowly, steadily and carefully. So cofactor matrix is the matrix obtained by replacing all these elements by their corresponding cofactors. Then the transpose of this matrix will be the adjoint of the given matrix. So this is the adjoint, and which is nothing but the transpose of the above cofactor matrix. Now let us go for inverse of a matrix by adjoint method. So if A is a non-singular matrix, that is determinant of A not equal to 0, then its inverse exists and it is given by A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Let us consider some examples based on this formula. So in these two examples we are asked to find the inverse of the given matrix, and the next example we are asked to verify this result. Okay, now let us go for these examples. So now the determinant of A is 28, that is not equal to 0, therefore A inverse exists. And again these are minors and their corresponding cofactors. So now we write the cofactor matrix just by replacing the corresponding elements by their corresponding cofactors. Therefore adjoint of A is 6, 5, minus 2, 3. This is the cofactor transpose of this matrix. Therefore A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. That is 1 upon 28 into 6, 5, minus 2, 3. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix. Determinant of A is minus 2, not equal to 0. Therefore A inverse exists. And again these are the corresponding minors and their cofactors. So you can pause the video anytime in between and check all these values, verify all these values slowly, steadily and carefully. Again I have taken back the matrix here for reference purpose, and we are writing the remaining minors and the cofactors. So cofactor matrix, this is the matrix obtained by replacing all these elements by their corresponding cofactors, and the transpose of this matrix is adjoint of the matrix. So adjoint A is the transpose of this matrix. Minus 1, 8, minus 5 has become the first column. 1, minus 6, 3, second row has become the second column. And minus 1, 2, minus 1, third row has become the third column. This is the transpose of this cofactor matrix. And therefore A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. That is minus 1 upon 2 into this adjoint, and this minus sign is taken inside so that all these terms get their signs opposite. Therefore that is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1, 1, minus 8, 6, minus 2, 5, minus 3, 1. This is the inverse of given matrix A. So in this example, let us first find out the determinant value, because we are going to use it in the next in the verification part. And the determinant of value, determinant of A works out to be 11. Now we'll write down the minors and cofactors of the elements of A. So these are the minors and the cofactors of the elements of the given matrix. You can pause this video anytime in between and check all these values, and these are the minors and their corresponding cofactors. Again, this matrix is considered here for the reference purpose, so that we can refer to this matrix and write the remaining minors and the cofactors. So these are the minors and the cofactors of the remaining elements. Cofactor matrix. This is the matrix obtained by replacing these elements by their corresponding cofactors. Therefore, adjoint of A is the transpose of this cofactor matrix. That is, first row is written as first column, second row is written as second column, and third row is written as third column. This is the transpose of the given matrix, cofactor matrix. Now the first one, we are asked to prove that A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A equals to the determinant of A into I, identity matrix of order 3. So this is A, and this is the adjoint of A, and the product of these two, that is the usual product by first row first column, first row second column, first row third column, etc. And we get the product like this: 0, 11, 0, 3 minus 1 minus 2, 2 minus 8, 6, etc. So on simplifying this, we get 11, 0, 0, 0, 11, 0, 0, 0, 11. Now 11 is taken out from the matrix, so it becomes 11 times 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Therefore, A into adjoint of A equal to determinant of A into I. 11 is the determinant of A, and this is the identity matrix. Second part, adjoint of A into E. So this is the adjoint matrix, and this is the given matrix. The product of these two is this: first row first column, 0 into 1, 3 into 3, 2 into 1, and that gives you the first row element, first row first column element, and so are the other values. So this also you can verify easily by step, because as you know, the product of two matrices method. So adjoint of A into A is again 11, 0, 0, 0, 11, 0, 0, 0, 11. So 11 times identity matrix. So adjoint of A into A is equal to determinant of A into I, equation 2. So from 1 and 2 we get the required result. A into adjoint of A equal to adjoint of A into A equals to determinant of A into I. In the second one, we are asked to prove that sum of the product of the element and its corresponding cofactor is a determinant of the given matrix. So A11 into capital A11, small a12 into capital A12, small a13 into capital A13, and these are the corresponding values. And on simplifying this, we get 11, that's equal to determinant of A, which is nothing but its RHS. And the third one is that here we have taken the sum of the products of element of one row into the corresponding cofactor of some other row. Corresponding elements, it's some other row. And that is what we get: 1 into 3 minus 1 into 1 into 2 into minus 1, and that works out to be 0, that is RHS. You can again pause the video here anytime and go through the steps carefully. Thank you.